fam? I'm coming back to you with another video today. I'm out here chilling on my porch. It's a beautiful day out here today. We haven't had one of these in a long while. But I want to start my video off by first off saying thank you to all you viewers, to all you gents that have been reaching out to me and sending me encouragement and words of advice and things of that nature. I really appreciate y'all, man. You know, because I'm telling you, getting into this industry is as hard as it is, but you know, just knowing that you not only have support from your family and friends, but you also got support from, you know, my viewers and you know, like I said, man, y'all like my extended family, you know, and I really appreciate everything that y'all have said to me, you know, every last one of you. And it's definitely been a blessing. It kind of lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. I'm moving in the right direction with this whole authority thing, you know. And like I said, you know, your pinky. Hold on, I'm being interrupted for a second. Sorry about that, fam. You know, I was being interrupted for a short moment by my two little ones there, you know. One, she's talking about, you know, her pinky toe was hurting. She was putting her foot in her shoe, but she didn't want to wear no socks. So I'm sitting there like, of course your foot gonna be hurting. You ain't got no socks on. But anyways, back to what I was saying, man. I really appreciate you guys, you know, for every bit of encouragement you guys have given me. You know, it really means a lot, you know. I'm just trying my best to make sure this thing is successful. And like I said, I've gotten some calls, I've gotten some messages, you know, you name it, you know, everything short of smoke signals out this joint, but you know, it feels good, you know. I really wish that I could be out on the road right now, but you know, it's spring break, so of course my babies come first, you know. Gotta make sure I put in that time with them just as much as I'm putting in the time with this whole trucking thing. So and like prayerfully, you know, with everything that I'm doing, it's gonna pay off in the end, and you know, I'm gonna get the results that I want out of it. But however, man, I'm coming to you guys with you know, like I said, it's always a pleasure for me to give you guys some good content. You know, the last few days I've heard about a few incidents in trucking that unfortunately has taken some people's lives. One of those many of us have heard about is Dwayne Haskins, former Washington Commanders and former Steelers player, quarterback at that. He basically lost his life down in Florida, attempting to cross to the highway, or however the case may have turned out. But then I just recently found out that a trucker lost his life during a fatal collision where I guess, I don't know if the truck overturned or whatever. But man, I'm just gonna basically say, man, that be careful out there, man. You know, if you gotta, if you tired and you know that you tired, man, pull that thing over and get some rest. I don't care how much time you got left on the clock to deliver the load. Like, you know, they tell you, hey, we need this load delivered by 5 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever the case may be. Man, your life is more important than any damn load, any damn delivery. Because if you don't make it there safely, that damn load damn sure ain't gonna make it there safely. So you got to make sure that you take every precaution to make sure that you are good, you know. I know, like I said, I've only been out there going on my third week now, but I'm telling you, there's been times like I've gotten tired and I will pull over, especially I go to a truck stop, get me something to drink, use the bathroom, stretch my legs, whatever the case may be. If I know I got a short period of time left, yeah, I might keep pushing. But at the same time, if I know I got hours to go, man, I'm stopping and pulling that thing over for the night. I'm gonna make sure that I can make it to my destination, make it back home to my girls, you know. And I encourage every last one of you to do the same. And that goes too with trip planning. Trip planning is something, again, as I said, there's a lot that I'm learning along the way, but you definitely got to plan your trips as you go along. So to the point where it's like when I get a load, I prefer to have my loads like early in the morning. So if my dispatcher can hit me up and say, hey, I got a load for you going out of like Baltimore, pickup time is like, you know, 8, 9 a.m. or whatever. That gives me plenty of time, one, to get out there to Baltimore, pick up the load, make sure that I have every piece of equipment that I need to basically get this load delivered. And then you know, I plan my trip. You know, how many hours is it going to take me to get there? So if I know it's going to be like you're only allowed 11 hours of drive time when you're doing this whole thing. So if you got a load, it's going to take you 12 plus hours to get there. Man, you got to know, okay, when should I shut it down? And when will I be able to pick it back up in the morning or the next day to ensure that I have enough time to get the load delivered on time, and potentially get another load either coming back towards home or going somewhere else. So usually what I try to do is, like I said, if I get that load as early as possible, the better, because that gives me so much time to basically sit down and plan my trip. So if I got me a 12, 14-hour trip, something like that, I say, okay, I'm going to sit there and say I pick it up at like 10 a.m. I'm just going to basically 10 a.m. I'll pick it up. So if they want this load delivered next day, for instance, they want it delivered by 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, that it's probably best that you drive maybe, I would say, until about 4 o'clock, yeah, I'll say about 4 in the afternoon. So you start at 10 o'clock, you drive to about 4 in the afternoon. That gives you plenty of time to shut it down. But you can even go longer than that, really, because if the load has to be delivered by 3, so if I start at 10 o'clock in the morning, then I drive, I would say maybe 6 to 8 hours. You figure in 6 hours, I will be done at like 4 p.m. 8 hours, I'll be done at 6. So then you got 6 hours till midnight, then 4 hours till 4 in the morning. Then you can get up and start driving the rest of the way. And so, like I said, if it's a 12 to 14-hour trip, you've already driven like 6-8 hours. Especially if it's a 12-hour trip, you've driven 8 hours. You basically got 4 more hours left to drive. And that means that you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you should be able to make it to your destination by 4 a.m. By 8 a.m., 9 a.m., the latest, or whatever, depends. But you also got to be able to take a 30-minute break. It's mandated that you have to take a break, sadly enough, because I know we all want to keep pushing, but you got to take that break. You got to stay in compliance with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, DOT, and all that. So, like I said, so plan your trips wisely, man. Make sure that you have plenty of time to get your loads delivered. And if you know that you're not going to be able to make that delivery within that amount of time, you might want to ask for more time. Ask them, hey, look, it's going to take me this amount of hours, X amount of hours to basically get the load. But sometimes they will frown upon that because they figure like if you can't deliver it and like say from 10 a.m. till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a lot of them will frown and it goes against your credit rating, your score. So you basically want to try to make sure that you on time with your loads, man. You want to make sure that you not only are you on time, but make sure the loads get there intact. That nothing's been shifted around, nothing's been broken, nothing's been destroyed somehow. You got to make sure that you get there with the load intact. But also, like I said, safety is the number one priority, man. You got to make sure that you are safe and everyone around you safe. People on the road safe. There's gonna be people out there that's gonna be trying to do stuff to try to they might be pissed off because you may have gotten in front of them or something like that. You got a lot of aggressive drivers, and there's nothing like seeing an aggressive driver try to cut off a tractor trailer or a truck, period, or even another truck driver. I've had that happen to me in my short period of driving, whereas another truck driver decided because I slowed down in the rain trying to make sure that I was safe, he gets mad and decides he wants to shoot around me, and then all of a sudden he just let up off the gas so that he can coast back directly in front of me. And I'm sitting there like, what? Like, wait, are you serious? So needless to say, you got to make sure that you are safe at all times. But like I said, it's a lot to learn when it comes to this trucking thing. It can be a lot of fun, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you are safe yourself. You want to make sure that you get back home safe to your family and friends, your kids, or whoever it is that you got at home waiting for you. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. It's just something that I've been thinking about, especially like when it came to Dwayne Haskins, man. That's been sitting on my mind pretty heavy. Like, this was a young brother, 24 years old, just getting started in the NFL. And yeah, he had a rough going starting out, man, but he had a fresh start with my Steelers, man. He had a fresh start with my Steelers to the point where I was hoping that the dude was going to basically be able to get a fair shake at things and be able to, move on to, improve his career. Sadly enough, we never know what the plan is, what God's plan is for us, man. But just enjoy the ride while you're here, man. Life is way too short, way too short. Make the best of it while you can. So, all right.